Welcome to Reparenting Daily, your free daily guide for inner child healing and repairing the relationship with yourself. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful binaural beats meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us for this journey of self-expansion. If this is your first time, welcome. As a celebration of completing our first full year of Reparenting Daily episodes, I've opened a free membership tier for the Patreon community so that you can access more resources and join weekly Zoom calls for free. I understand there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I know that many people are really struggling. My hope with this is to encourage others to still pick up the work of reparenting and offer a free community where people can come together and do that. I'd also like to thank all of you who've been along on the journey so far. Just as a reminder, this is a free podcast, but you can support the project by purchasing the Reparenting Daily journal where you can follow us along all year. This 333-page journal gives you extra insight and resources for each week, and it also provides space for you to keep your notes. Another way to support the podcast is to purchase the Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, volumes 1 through 3. This collection organizes famous and obscure fairy tales from around the world into 3 phases of the hero's journey, beginning, middle, and end. And while you might think that fairy tales are for kids, I'd like to challenge you here. These stories contain profound truths and lessons carried down over millennia that we can use to integrate in our reparenting journey. It's a fun way to connect with your inner child. Each volume contains 10 fairy tales. They include an analysis section to help you dive deeper into the message, as well as journal prompts to reflect on the story's meaning for your own life. Lastly, you can also support the podcast by taking a paid Patreon subscription, purchasing the books on the website, or by donating to Buy Me a Coffee. You can find all this information on the supporter section of the website. And so, with these announcements out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Hey guys, happy Friday. Today's reading is a poem entitled Just For Me by Anna Villalobos. Just as a reminder, we're in February, and the theme for this month is self-compassion and self-kindness. We're in week 3, which is the theme Cultivating Inner Warmth and Self-Acceptance. As always, you can find a link to the poem in the show notes, and I hope you check it out because there are some more poems on this sheet. This comes from the Mindfulness Self-Compassion website. So they've created a PDF document, a few pages, with plenty of different resources on how to mindfully connect to yourself. So they have poetry, video links, and some other web links. I haven't checked out everything here. I'm just going to read for you the first poem on this document. And again, you can check out the link in the show notes to access the entire PDF. So without further ado, let's check the poem. Just For Me by Anna Villalobos. What if a poem were just for me? What if I were audience enough? Because I am. Because this person here is alive, is flesh, is conscious, has feelings, counts. What if this one person mattered not just for what she could do in the world, but because she is part of the world and has a soft and tender heart? What if that heart mattered? If kindness to this one mattered? What if she were not distinct from all others, but instead connected to others in her sense of being distinct, of being alone, of being uniquely isolated? The one piece removed from this picture, all the while vulnerable under, deep under, the layers of sedimentary defenses. Oh, let me hide. Let me be ultimately great, ultimately shy. Remove me, then I don't have to be, but I am. Through all the antics of distinctness from others, or not really there-ness, I remain, no matter what my disguise. Genius, idiot, gloriousness, scum. Underneath, it's still just me. Still here, still warm and breathing and human. with another chance simply to say hi and recognize my tenderness and be just a little bit kind to this one as well, because she counts too. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Hey guys, welcome back. This poem asks a deceptively simple question. What if I were enough as my own audience? Not for performance, not for output, not for usefulness, just because I exist. That question alone dismantles the achievement-based worth system that most of us were raised inside. The poem gently exposes the tug-of-war between wanting to hide and wanting to matter. The desire to disappear, remove me, lives right beside the longing to be seen and valued. It captures that strange human paradox. We build identities, genius, failure, spectacle, invisible, to protect ourselves. But underneath every disguise is this single, same thing, a warm, breathing, tender human who just wants a little kindness. What's powerful here is the shift from grand self-improvement to something much quieter, basic recognition. Not be better, not be extraordinary, just be here. Acknowledge your tenderness. Offer yourself the same softness you'd extend to someone else. The poem suggests that self-compassion begins not with confidence, but with honesty. Admitting you are still here, still feeling, still human. It also subtly changes isolation. Even in the feeling uniquely isolated, we are connected with that very experience. The sense of aloneness is universal, I assure you. That realization alone can often soften self-judgment, allowing for more self-kindness. You are not defective for feeling or being separate. You're human, one amongst many. And the closing line is so beautifully grounded. You don't need a reinvention. You need one small act of kindness towards yourself. As we go into the genre prompts for today, number 1, if you were truly audience enough, what pressure would fall away? Number 2, what disguise do you most often wear? Overachiever, detached, invisible, untouchable, and what is it protecting? And number 3, what would being just a bit kind to yourself look like today in one concrete action? And you better do that or I'm going to come find you and track you down. Just to read that one more time, the last reflection, question, and action item. Number 3, what would being just a little bit kinder to yourself look like today in one single concrete action? As a matter of fact, for the next 3 days over this weekend, today Friday, tomorrow Saturday, and Sunday, make sure you write down on a Post-it note those 3 things each day that you've done for yourself. That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself and please do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please find a place where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Just take some time to listen to yourself. Next, be sure that you are taking some time to be with your breath, to connect with your body. Don't be disturbed or overwhelmed by your thoughts. Simply allow them to pass. Just observe them. Do not engage with your thoughts. Only be mindful of them passing as if they are drifting down a river. Use this time to connect with yourself. Whatever time of day you are listening to this, Namaste.